Sonya. Happy Thursday, Sonya. Happy Thursday, everybody. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Ooh, they tore that up. Gotta watch that. Hey, Cool Gamer. Hey, Alec. How are you? How's everybody today? Thankful Thursday, Thoughtful Thursday. What are you guys thankful for today? What are your thoughts? Happy Thursday. I'm doing well. You're good, Alex. Sonya's doing well. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Look, y'all, I intended to be a little bit earlier, and when you know, I ended up being a little bit later than I wanted to be. I've been kind of about the same time, but I think I was today. I might even be a little bit later. You know, that's how it is, right? A lot of times when you plan to do something earlier, you end up being later. Cool Gamer and Alex is speaking. Sonya says life. Life, yes. Life, 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 life. Be grateful for it. You got to deal with the good, the not so good, the all of it, the buck of it all, the buck of it all. You got to deal with it, but be thankful for it. Be thankful for it. Make your. I'm looking at some. Hold on, y'all. I had to slow down because I was looking at these trees yesterday, and I don't know what kind of tree it is, but it's blooming. It's blooming already. So I don't know if it's supposed to bloom this time of year, or if it's because the weather has been kind of spring-like, winter-like, spring-like, winter-like, and recently there have been a few warm days. So that was kind of shocking. I had to pause for a minute. I forgot what I was saying. We were lifing, right, Sonya? So life, the good, the not so good, you got to take it all in, take all of it, and try to make it the best you can make it. Okay, Alex, you got to take it all in and try and make it the best you can make it. Be thankful for it. Be grateful for it. Hey, that green vegan. I don't know. My screen is the same as it usually is. Looney, what you on punishment for? Well, not over here. I don't know now. I don't know. Nobody's on punishment over here unless they come and cut up. What's going on, Looney? What's going on, that green vegan? I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all doing good on this Thursday. What y'all got to be thankful for today? It's Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday. It's Thoughtful Thursday. What thoughts are y'all having? Good thoughts. Good thoughts. What good thoughts are y'all having? Hi, remember me, Melissa. No, Melissa, I don't remember you. Who are you? Have you been over here before? Nope, Looney, that was that live. This is this live. I don't touch that stuff. Nope. You come over here, you being good, we good. If you come over here and you being good, we good. Melissa Zavala. You've been here before? You need to come back more then, Melissa, because I don't remember you. I would like to remember you. So you've got to come back more. You know? Y'all hear those dogs barking at the delivery guy. See, that's why I think when I was young, I did that. What did I deliver? What did I do? Was it pizza? think it may have been pizza. I did it for like, y'all, less than a week. Less than a week. About 3 days. About 3 days. I can't deliver. Y'all, the dogs, The dogs, I can't do it. I can't do it. No, ma'am. No, sir. No him, no her. I can't do it. Sonya says, yes, I hear him. I was about to say, I think that's your device, that green vegan. Because they would have jumped on that. They would have told me. Sonya, those dogs aren't anything to play with, right? When you're delivering stuff, the mailman, the postal worker, I'll say, sometimes they can't even deliver their packages. Sometimes they can't even deliver their packages. And people are mad at the postal service. But it's usually a dog sometimes. Not usually, but sometimes. Sometimes. Because you got dogs cutting up like that, barking like that, and sometimes they're fenced in, but you don't know if they can jump the fence. A lot of dogs jump fences, right? Dogs jump fences. Hey, a brilliant blessed mess. Hey, sis. Hey, brilliant. Y'all know how I am about those dogs. Look, while I'm walking out here, I got one friend, one dog friend. And y'all see him, he's probably as big as a football. He's probably as big as a football. Hey, Preston, you're not late. You're right on time. How are you, Preston? Look, everybody in this live right now, we support positive content, right? Good content. So I want you all, Preston is a young fellow and he's a gamer. And I want you guys to go over there and please subscribe to him. Even if you're not a gamer, okay? Please subscribe to him because y'all know I always preach subscribing to good, positive content. Subscribe to the positive channels. He's all right. He's gaming. So if you don't mind, please subscribe to him. He got 15. How many did you have yesterday, Preston? Was it 10, 11? How many did you have yesterday? He's growing. He's growing. We want to get Preston to 50. We want to get him to 50. Everyone who's jumping, a couple of minutes, thank you for spending some time out of your day to come into this live. You uploaded a video. You had 13, now you have 15. That's good, Preston. Hey, any growth is good, you know. As long as they, they come check you out. And they don't even have to check you out. Just support you by subscribing. But you do need to look at something. Please look at something. Look at one of his shorts. Look at a video. He just uploaded another video. He has 16 because Brilliant just subscribed. See, Preston, you got 16 now. You got to go. All right. Preston says you got to go. Luna speaking of Brilliant. So what you guys up to? It's Thursday already. So what is this like the eve to the weekend's eve? It's the eve to the weekend's eve. So does the weekend officially start tomorrow or tomorrow like 5? What y'all got going on this weekend? Bye, Preston. See you later. See you later. Preston is a friendly little fella. Look, the channel says not for children, but if children come over here, when they're here, we got to keep it cute. But we never know when kids are watching anyway. Because, they have those settings. They have those different settings. But if they're logged in, they can still watch. And some of them are logged in, through various accounts. So it's good to keep it cute on here anyway. because you never know who's watching, right? You never know who's watching. You never ever know who's watching. And you want to make a nice imprint. You want to make a good imprint on people. You want you want their impression of you to be good. Be you. Be the real you. Don't be fake. Because let me tell you something about being fake. Whenever you're fake, a lot of people may fall for it, but a lot of people have this thing called discernment. And we can't call out who's fake just saying it, just by saying it, but we can open our eyes, all right? Open our eyes, open our minds, those ears stand straight up like a Doberman, and you can typically tell who's not being themselves. So be yourself. Be yourself. Don't put on any, don't put on any fake clothes that don't match your attitude, clothes that don't match your demeanor. Be yourself when you're presenting yourself to people. Be it at work, be it at church, be it wherever you are. Y'all, I know you guys have been on jobs, and some of you may have interviewed people. They put on one face in the interview. Y'all, they get on the job, they don't want to hit a lick at a stick. They don't want to hit a lick at a stick. They don't want to work. Hey, Jill. I missed you coming in, Jill. Hey, Jill, you're editing. Jill, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Jill. And you know why? I appreciate everybody in this chat. I definitely appreciate my mods. I appreciate the mods that have been here with me since day one. Or early on, whenever I decided or figured out it would be good to get a couple of mods. And I definitely appreciate Jill. Y'all, please go over there and check out Jill's Comfort Zone. Check out Looney Melodies. He's still in here. I appreciate you, bro, for being in here. And just walking and talking with me. Just walking and talking with me. So what y'all got planned for the weekend? What thoughts? Y'all just throw out some thoughts. What y'all been thinking about? I know y'all been thinking. I know somebody walked by the desk today and y'all was like, what was she thinking when she put that on? I know you sat around and said, this really kind of ticked me off the other day when so-and-so did this. Or I'm wondering, you're probably wondering what's your next vacation going to be? What your next purchase is going to be? So what are y'all thoughts? It's Thoughtful Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday as well. What are y'all thankful for? We're thankful for life. Thankful for life. What else are you thankful for? Thankful for your job that allows you to take care of yourself and your family. Without question, first and foremost, God and your family. You're thankful for that, right? Oh, let me go up. Y'all, I'm getting behind. Life, job, and a roof over my head and family. See? Looney says just working on finishing my backyard pump. Looney, that's, y'all, if you ever decide to get a backyard pond, that's so fulfilling to work on one of those. I helped somebody work on one in their backyard, and it was like, we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what we were doing, right? So her brother and her boyfriend, of course, led the way. But y'all, it was so like it kept us preoccupied. We were doing something that was gonna turn out like the outcome was great. So sometimes you have to like detach yourself. Like Annie was saying, she took a break yesterday. She was telling us yesterday she took a break from social media. Sometimes, I think she told us the day before yesterday, sometimes you have to detach yourself from those things that kind of hold you down. And so when Looney said working on his backyard pond, that just made me remember when we were helping her to fix her pond, and she put fish in there. They do well. It's just really, I couldn't even tell y'all how we did it because we had no clue what we were doing. And so we started though, and they came, and it took a while. We helped or whatever because of the work schedules. We didn't want to go do stuff be out there doing stuff and we didn't know what we were doing. So it took a while, but the outcome was so pretty. The outcome was so pretty. So I know Luna's is gonna look good. That green vegan says, I got fired, but God got something better for me. Of course. Of course he does. Looney, I can't wait to see the finished product. Yes, Looney, are you gonna show it to us? Because they had to dig. I forget, I can't even tell you guys how deep or how wide. I can't remember. It's not a real big one because they have a pool outside too. So they cleared an area. Well, it really didn't have to be cleared, but they just, you have to remove the dirt, grass and dirt and stuff. So they did all that. And when you go outside at night or like for any holiday or any gathering, just hearing that water, and then they have a waterfall inside in the middle of it, and just hearing that water is so relaxing. Just hitting it like it's kind of like a wishing well or something, but it's a pond. It reminds me of a wishing well, but it's a pond. So yeah, if you doing stuff like that, it's so rewarding. It's so rewarding. Looney, you should get paid to do that because I'm telling you, when she did it, I really thought about getting one. I really thought about having one built. Looney says, I got a couple of mistakes I see, but it's going to be nice. Yeah, that's, what, Looney, that's okay. That's all a part of it. That's all a part of it. True Brilliant, I have so many ideas. Sonya says, I told you earlier in the chat, my thoughts are on that. That shrimp boil I'm making tomorrow. Yeah, Sonya, you should do a short. You should let us see your shrimp boil. Sonya's doing a shrimp boil tomorrow, you guys. Includes shrimp, potatoes, sausages, corn, and crawfish. Okay, Sonya. Okay, that sounds good. You should upload it. Put a picture of it. If you don't want to do a short, put a picture of it up. Green says, I'm thankful for life, waking up today, my job, and my free flight benefits. I am thankful for being able to have access to new positive content because the mess be draining me. I know, Brilliant. It's like I stop in and say hello. I keep it like cordial. I keep it like cross the, I keep it like, certain things you can say and you can't say. So you can say them, but you have to deal with the consequences of them or the backlash of them. So look, I keep it across the middle. I keep it like, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Thanks for coming in. That's it. That's all. Because it is not worth getting your blood pressure up. It's not. It's not. Looney says, I will have a video in about a week. Okay, Looney. I can't wait to see his video. I can't wait to see it. Because you can tell Looney, see the way Looney is with his music. Y'all know how you have, or some people who are just kind of like creative. They're really creative. I can see, and some people are like multifaceted. Like they can do a lot of things. And I can see Looney being like kind of one of those jack of all trades. You have some people who are jacks of all trades and they ain't good at not one of them. They aren't good at one of them. Well, I'll say they may be good at one, but they want to do everything. And then you have some people who, whatever they try to do, y'all, they can do it. It's like whatever they attempt, they do it, or they figure it out. They figure out how to do it. I can see Looney being that way. Please make sure I continue to document it. Please make sure I continue to document it. Oh, okay, I have enjoyed those vlogs. What is that? Let me see. Yeah, I have to hit this thing. Jill says yes, or post a picture. Yeah, do a picture. You're doing it on Instagram? So are you gonna do the whole, are you fixing it? Are you preparing it on Instagram, Sonya? You can still put a picture up though, on your community tab. That Green Vegan says, thank you, sis. It's talking to Sonya. Jill, you on Instagram, you will see it. Looney laughing. You do, Looney. I think I can tell. Looney, you be on here. Looney, you like that. You like that cousin when you go out. Everybody got to say, come on, get him, get Looney, because we ain't got time for these shenanigans out here. Because you're not going to let your cousin be out there by themselves, right? Looney is that cousin that Looney is that cousin that gets it popping. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Lines Pride and everyone in the chat. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, Tamika. I see y'all. Thank you for speaking to Tamika. And thank you for speaking to anybody who may stop by and come through here that I may miss. Uh, Jill, I can send it to your message on Instagram. Yes, on Instagram. No, just a pic. Okay, you're putting the picture. You can put the picture on your community wall. Unless you don't like to share. Now, I get that. If you don't like to share stuff on your community wall, I understand. I get it. But if it's just a picture, I'm sure you have a community wall. If you want to, you can put it on there. Green says, Green Vegan, if you have an airport near you, apply for a baggage or safety supervisor position. Okay, Alaska, Delta, or United preferably. Thank me later. Always hiring. Being in the industry now for 7 years. So Alaska Airlines and Delta are they're hiring. Let's see. Jill says, "Cool, Sonya. You want me to post it? Laugh out loud. Yeah, Jill will post it. Let Jill post it." Bree says they have many shifts available. She works graveyard shift, and honestly, she barely has anything to do. There's wow, really? Unless there's a missed flight or an accident. Okay, that's midnight shift. I bet it is. I didn't know you did that, Brilliant. I knew you worked midnight shift, but I didn't know that you worked with an airline. Sonya says, Jill, of course, Solange Pride can see it. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jill. See, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, Sonya, I'm going to post it and tag Lounge Pride. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate you. And that Green Vegan says, thank you, Brilliant. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Dropping nuggets for each other so that we can prosper. See, you keep it peaceful, you keep it positive, and you prosper to your fullest potential. So we're trying to help people out. We're trying to help each other out. We're trying to uplift. We're trying to encourage. So, because that Green Vegan didn't have to share with us that she had gotten, her job. She no longer had her job. She didn't. But hopefully, we don't know what'll happen. But Brilliant dropped some nuggets, some jewels, and hopefully she'll, have a new job soon. Whether it be that job or whatever job it is. Preston says he's back. You're back, Preston. Welcome back, Preston. Preston, what time is it where you are? Is it late? Is it early? What do you is school out? Sonya, Jill says, Sonya, we have to get you that community wall, hun. 5:55 p.m. Jill says she doesn't like the changes that YT is making. Jill, I don't know. Are they still in the process of making more changes? Because what I do like about it is the vertical streaming, like the table or whatever. It allows more people to see you. But like I was saying yesterday, with that comes the potential for more trolls. So you gotta have, I wish they would get a mute button, because every day somebody comes through here with loud music. So I wish they would get a mute button. So I like it because they present it like a table or whatever. I don't like how what I don't like is sometimes when you're watching something, you tap it just a little bit, it'll scroll up to the next one. You got to come back down. I mean, that's no big deal, but I don't like that. But what I do like is the fact that it seems like they're trying to push content more. And I guess it's like, everybody uses, well, not everybody, but so many people use StreamYard and other apps or whatever to come on YouTube Live. And I think YouTube just wants, they're trying to push their own live button, which I think that's good. I just don't like the fact that it pushes you out. I love that it pushes you out, but the fact that trolls come along with that, it can be annoying. But what I've been telling the trolls lately, as long as you're a good troll and you don't come over here starting trouble, You can stay in here. You can stay in here. Stay in here and give us the view. When you see somebody live, give them a view. As long as you're good. As long as you're good. Sonya says, okay, Jill, I can't get with the new YT live format. Jill does not like it, y'all. She doesn't like it. Okay, he says it's 5:55 p.m. And Sonya says it's 4:56 p.m. where she is. Bridget says, welcome back, Preston. We're glad to have you. I'm saying we're glad to have you, but I'm sure Brilliant feels the same way because Brilliant is one of the nicest people on YouTube. Okay, people just throwing, well, at least it's fruit. Fruit is better than litter. I hate seeing litter, but that was fruit. You know, some, at least it's fruit. It'll degrade. It'll degrade. Okay, Jill says it's okay on a computer or laptop, but that phone version. But if you are a troubling troll, exactly, Brilliant. Exactly. If you're a troubling troll, see ya. See ya. You know what? Sometimes it's not even the troll. Sometimes it's the people that you communicate with regularly or enough. And it's like, don't come over here. Don't come over here. All right? Don't come over here with that mess. Don't come over here with that mess. Yes, Jill. Jill says she don't appreciate it on the phone. Girl, Jill, I've been thanking them. I've been saying thank you, thank you. But like I said, when you get something good or what seems good to you, they provide something good. You know somebody's always going to take advantage of it in a negative way. And then hence comes troll. Hence comes the trolling. Brilliant says, Lines Pride, you always have so many kind words to say about everyone. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Brilliant. And you're welcome. Thank you and you're welcome. And believe me, like I always say, I do that for myself too. Because it's so much easier to be the other way. And I'm not a 100% positive, bubbly person. But that's what I strive to be. You know, we can't always be, but that's what I strive to be most times. I'll say it like that. Because everybody has that other side. You know, everybody has that other side. And you try to keep that side contained. You try, but sometimes people try you, they test you just to see. And they try you and they test you and you pass the test. Jill. You know, sometimes people know what your mission is. They know that your goal is to keep your content or to keep your, your channel a certain way, just like in your daily life, your real life outside of social media. You try to be a certain way, even if it means staying to yourself. Like I've talked to so many people before. They kind of stay to themselves. And you can understand why. Because as soon as it's almost like, I'll say, for instance, on the job. Have you guys ever been at the workplace, right? And so a new person comes, or they may not even be new. But everybody on the job, everybody always has an opinion. Everybody always has an opinion. And that's fine. But we still have to remember that opinions are like what? Holes. So everybody has one. And yours doesn't trump anybody else's. Maybe it does for you. And maybe for a few other people when you're on, when you agree with them. But I totally understand when people are in a new environment or maybe even not so new and they stick to themselves because everybody says it. And then as soon as that one day, okay, say you've been trying to get someone to just kind of have conversation, right? And people aren't crazy. They'll try you, they're like, they know I'm to myself. I'm nice, I'm polite, I speak, I do whatever, we do the job, we get the job done. But everybody else, or say maybe 7 or 8 people, they love to congregate, they're like friendly, they see each other outside of work. And they keep telling this one person, you want to come here with us, you want to come here with us? And so that person is like, no. And then say maybe they're really quiet, but then they finally start to kind of talk to like maybe 2 or 3 of them, kind of open up a little bit. And then the next damn thing 2 days later, the smallest thing she said or he said to them It's all over the workplace. Even if it's not any big, and most likely it won't be a big deal because it was hard to get them to open up anyway. But what I'm saying is that sometimes the smallest thing they've said is all over the workplace. People are forming opinions about it. People are now talking about it, gossiping about it, no matter how small it is. Because like I said, if they're not really talking to you anyway, they're not going to tell you something too major. But sometimes they will test you. They will tell you something just to see if you can hold water in a bucket. And the next thing you know, everybody's talking about whatever it is that they told the one or two, maybe three other people. And especially if it's one, then you automatically know who it is that told everybody. Sometimes people just do that as a test, and then when that happens, and they'll tell you, because I saw that happen before. I've seen it happen plenty of times. And so the person was like, see, hence the reason I stay to my damn self. That's what they said, so you can't blame people for that, because people have this almost this like inert nature about them that they feel like they want to know everything about you or more and more about you. And as soon as you tell them one thing, they can't hold water in a bucket. They can't hold milk in a cup. They can't. And that's why a lot of times people stay to themselves. They want peace. They want peace. Love to travel with Wave. Hey, 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 I didn't see you come in. Jill says them trolls and annoying lonely folks are a mess. Yes, Jill. And then it's like, sometimes you're in other chats and you're just watching, you don't even drop down sometimes. I know I don't. You just watch. And the content creator is talking about one thing. And of course, the chat has like 50, 11 other conversations going on. That's fine. But then somebody comes in, and it's not always a troll. They come in on some BS, either with someone in the chat or with the content creator. And I'm like, how many of you guys have truly met? And I know that there are some people on here who have met, but most of the times, the ones I'm talking about, they haven't met. They haven't met. And my thing is, I've always been told, if you don't get along, get on. It's no harm, no foul. Jill, a hot mess. That green vegan says, Brilliant, do you have Instagram? Brilliant says, I believe the annoying lonely folks take the cake, Jill. They turn into stalkers. Shaking my head, trolls just come and say silly stuff and go on. Yep. But Brilliant. Sometimes they'll hang around for a few minutes, or if you if you don't feel like you're not in the mood and you block them, they'll come back on a different channel from a different. They'll come back from a different channel. Brilliant says they do. Jill says they do. Brilliant. Too much time on their hands. Yeah. Yep. Brilliant. I do, but don't use it actively. I'm gonna try. Oh, she's talking about her IG. I'm gonna type my email real fast, if it's okay with Lounge Pride. If she says it's okay, write it down and link. Okay, write it down and link when you do, so I can delete it. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Brilliant. Well, hold on. Yeah, just your email. Just drop your email for that green vegan. Love to travel with Wave. Wave, what have you been up to? Are you traveling right now? What are you up to? We're over here. We're just chilling. We're having a thankful, thoughtful Thursday. Sonya's thinking about her seafood boil. We're thinking about these trolls that come in. We're talking about the new changes to YouTube, to YT. I'll say YT sometimes, just depending on the context that people are talking about. I like to say YT. And again, some people like it, some people don't. Some people like certain things about it. They dislike certain things about it. We dislike the fact that, trolls come. But what I really like is the fact that it pushes you out. Because remember, y'all, just like trolls come, sometimes it reaches somebody and it's a good connection. Sometimes the connections are good. So you have to be thankful for that. And that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the ones that come through and make a good connection. Can someone delete it? It won't let me now. I don't see it. Brilliant. Did you put your email in? I do, but don't use X. I'm gonna type my email. Okay, I don't see your email. Brilliant says, welcome in, Wave. Do you, Brilliant, is it in here? I think you can delete, if I'm not mistaken, you can delete your comment. If you typed it in here, I think you can delete it. But if you didn't, I don't know. Jill, did you, Sonya, did one of you guys delete Brilliant's email? I'm asking because we're trying to delete it. Jill tickled me. Jill says, them folks need to get out and socialize, right? In person, not on social media. Home thinking of ignorant ish to say and people to bother. Oh, okay, Jill, come on. Then what I say? Don't let bothered people bother you. But when it becomes, they do, and it's annoying. It's annoying. It's very annoying. Okay, I only see Brilliant. Brilliant, I don't see the email. Is it still in here? Let me know. So you guys do with your IG, like you guys, I don't know, like do you enjoy communicating with people from YT on your IG? But is it in here? Because I don't see it. I normally can delete my own, but it's acting up. It's all good, no worries. No, that's what I'm trying to see though. I don't see it. After you said you were gonna put it in, I don't see it. And I should be able to see it. That's why I usually don't let people drop anything in here unless it's a mod or something. But because I want to be able to see and know what's going on. But I don't see it. It's gone. So maybe it did work. Maybe it did work. I hope she got it. That green vegan, did you get Brilliant's email? I hope so. But oh yeah. So you guys, do you like I don't know. I just feel like if you're on like one app, let me know how you guys feel. Like, do you enjoy communicating like your IG, the same people that you communicate with on YT? I mean, if your platform is public, of course, you really don't have a choice in a matter as far as if they can communicate with you. But do you like communicating with people from, say, for instance, you have YouTube, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, and you're on IG. So you guys like communicating with a lot of the same people? Oh, you're good. You're good, Brilliant. I was just a little bit confused, not confused, but I was just like, okay, I don't see it. And I saw that you had still asked for someone to delete it. So I was hoping, it was okay. So did you get it, vegan? Did you get Brilliant's email? So I mean, because I don't know. It just seems like, I guess sometimes if you have good connections, it's okay. But sometimes it just seems like one big old, I guess it could seem like it's just one big app of the same thing. So do you guys enjoy the people that that you're connected with on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter? Do you enjoy having them, a connection with them on IG? Like, I guess I'm getting to the point of when is too much, or like when is it? How do you, as far as your social media, do you keep it social? How much do you keep social? with everyone? And then how much do you keep it like family oriented, your close friends and things like that? Because a lot of times these people just want to know, be in everything, know and be in everything about you. So it just seems like sometimes certain media, and I've talked to people, certain media they keep for them, and their family and their friends. And other media, is public. It's public. Uh, can you see it now? If not, I'll go to your page and connect to you. That way, no worries. I won't drop the ball, sis. I thought I thought it was gone. Brilliant. I don't think Vegan saw it. I'm not sure. I thought it was gone. So I'm not sure. I think you said you tried to delete it, but it wouldn't let you. But then I thought it was gone. Okay, I don't type it again, Brilliant. That's what I was saying. I couldn't see it, so for some reason I should be able to see it. But yeah, okay. Well, don't type it again. Don't type it again if it's not letting it stick. Because I don't. I usually don't drop links or emails and things like that. But for a few people I will. But if you're not seeing it and then it's not sticking, just don't do it. Just maybe go to her community wall. Go to that Green Vegans community wall, and you guys can exchange it that way. That Green Vegan says that maybe it's not allowed. Yeah, don't do it again because I don't feel like having to talk to them. You never know. Sometimes and I don't want them to block you either, because sometimes YT will do that if they feel like it's spamming. Sonya says, what I missed, had an important phone call. Nothing much, Sonya. I was just asking, like, for everybody who's on, like, different social media platforms, like if you're on Facebook, IG, YouTube, what I said IG already, Twitter, like, do you guys like communicating with the same people? Some of the people that you may be familiar with on YouTube, do you like communicating with them on your IG? If it's public, of course, people will be able to communicate with you. But I'm just saying, like, do you guys not like want to vary it up, like have a group of people for this that you kind of identify with, and then another group of people on your other platform that you identify with? Okay, okay, it'll let me delete my other comments, just not that one. So it's blocking it, and that is okay. Yeah, that's why I usually don't do that. You see, that's why I always say stick with your first mind. Stick with your first mind. I usually don't. So for anybody else in the future, no, I typically don't let people drop anything when it relates to links, emails, and things like that, unless they've been successful before. Like Chef Finance Wine, Jill, somebody like that, they can put their stuff in there and it's seen. But when you start having those issues, then it starts to get me to thinking like, okay, what's going on? I don't want any issues. And then sometimes it's not the person or what they put in there. Sometimes YouTube picks up certain things for some reason as spam. And then when that happens, I don't want someone to be banned or shadow banned. And that's when you can't see them. And then people start to think that you blocked them, or they, you think maybe thinking that they blocked you or something like that. Um, Facebook was more for family. Yes, okay. Vegan said that Facebook was more for family. YouTube is for my content, and IG is more for fun and social connecting. I got you. See that. Yeah, that's the way I would think. Green Vegan. That's the way I would think. I wouldn't want everybody in every place, you know, because I'm not gonna be in everybody's place. Like if I had an IG, I wouldn't go looking for people um, that I communicate with on YouTube. I just wouldn't. If we happen to come across each other, that's fine. If they happen to come across, that would be fine. But I wouldn't go looking for them. Sometimes people, they go and they look for that. but I kind of like to categorize things. So if I had those other medias, I would be like, which one is going to be for what? So that's a perfect way to have it. That's a perfect way to have it. Sonia says that green vegan, same here. Okay, okay. Jill says, yes, I only use Facebook for my family and friends in real life. Yes, 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 Jill. Yes. And a lot of times people are like, well, this is real life. Yeah, we're real people. This is real life. But we mean that on a totally different spectrum. Like, it's just, some of these medias can be something else, you know? And a lot of times you don't want that, what do you call it? Kind of like in music. What is it when they just go, it's just not like rap. It's not just not rappers or people, hip hop. It's just not a certain group of people. It's kind of like a crossover or whatever. Like everybody. You just don't want certain things to cross over. That green vegan says Facebook don't be checking for me on. Right, right, right. Jill says, but I do have a JCZ Facebook page. Okay, okay. What Sonia said, Lash Pride, you should join IG. It's a great way to come to, because I've heard too many, Sonia. And I know, Sonia, you be in these streets, child. It be too much stuff about, well, they went to that person's this page, and they went, I'm like, what? Like, these are grown people doing it. Like, are you serious? Okay. Okay, Jill says that's separate from her personal page. So you have a personal, you have a JCZ Facebook page and you have a personal. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, like compartmentalize. You got to compartmentalize. You know, some people, some people don't care. Especially like the bigger, you know, personalities, because you know they're trying to push their stuff everywhere. They're trying to push it out everywhere. So you know that's their mission, that's their goal, is to push it out everywhere. So that's great. But if you're just, you know, you're just kind of kicking it or whatever, you have other things that you do. Like, this is not, for some people, this is their job. It truly is their job. Like, I truly respect, I don't know if you guys know Nora Potts. She's on all of it. Now, she's on Facebook, she's on YouTube, and that's her job, though. She's a social media influencer. So for social media influencers, yes, I totally understand. They want to push it out as much as possible. They want it to be everywhere. But you don't have to interact. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know you can make it private. I just don't like, my thing is this, if I'm gonna do one, it's gonna be one or maybe two. Like, I don't even want the time to I don't want to make the time to, like, because I feel like if I do it, I'm going to try to make time for it, or I'm going to be tempted. And that's what we were talking about, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, when Annie came back into the chat. I had been missing Annie. And so y'all remember when we talked about taking those fasting from social media, or taking a hiatus from social media? It's like, at some point, for some people, unless, like I said, you're an influencer and that's your job, like, I just think sometimes some stuff can be a lot or too much. Like Jill is to me, Jill is a chef. She's a vlogger. She's a social media influencer to me, you know, because Jill works and she handles it all so well. So I can see that. But it's like, I just don't even, I feel like I want to take more time to do more things outside of social media. Because sometimes you want to fast from what you're doing if you're only doing one. Or you want to, a hiatus. You want to break from it if you're only doing one. That green vegan only on Instagram and Facebook. What did vegan say? Vegan said Sonya be in those streets. Sonya said only on Instagram and Facebook. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, some people, they want to multitask. Like, I'm a good multitasker, but certain things I don't choose to multitask with. multitask with. Oh, okay, Jill says she has a private IG for her friends and family. Um, Sonia says, vegan, my content be about health and workout routines. Okay, okay. So is that where you make a lot of your connections with, Sonia, on your IG? Because I know you're in. I think you told us that you were in some Facebook groups, or a Facebook group that revolved around health and exercise. Vegan says, I am at that green vegan on all platforms because it's my brand. Right, right. But I also have private accounts. Okay, I got you. I got you. So, vegan, do you do more content on IG or Facebook? What's going on, bro? Fishing time. Where you been? Where you been? What is up, Lodge Pride? How are you doing? Oh, hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Fishing time. How you been? I hope you're well. I hope you well. I'm trying to get out your way, fishing time. I'm trying to get out your way. Jill said, Sonya, Lodge Pride said no. Yeah, Jill, no. Nope. Nope. Believe me, trust me. I know all the ways you do it. But nah, Somebody's message was hell. I don't want to undo it because I don't know if YouTube decided to hold it for a reason. I don't know whose message it was though. Jill says, hey, fishing time, let's go. Fishing time says, hello, Jill. Vegan says, now I got time to do more content. True. That's true. But hey, you're going to be working soon. You're going to be working soon. You got to claim that. You got to claim that. Brilliant says, hello, fishing time. You're good. I'm glad to hear that, bro. I hadn't seen you in a minute. I think the last time I saw you, we may have been in Beck's chat. I think maybe D, maybe over in D's chat. But that's even been a minute ago. That's been a good minute. Sonya says, yes, I'm in a group chat on Facebook called Lunch Walkers. Okay, okay. Okay, so you use your IG and your Facebook for that, for your health and exercise and things like that a lot. Jill says, Lunch Fries don't want to. Yeah, that's too funny. Sonya says, brilliant, I've never been fishing. Long time ago. Yeah, bro, it was a long time ago. Y'all, go over there and check him out. Please check out Fishing Time. Please check him out. Please, please, please check him out. Drop your link, bro. Drop your link. I missed you. I missed you. I go over there and check you out sometimes because I know you like to do that early morning thing. No, wait a minute. Now he needs to go park that. He needs to go park that. He needs to go park that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's sometimes. Maybe it's sometimes. Maybe it's reaching like that sometimes. There he goes. It's those brakes, y'all. It's those brakes. He needs to go fix those brakes. They're stopping fine. He stopped at the stop sign just fine. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, I made him a mod for a second so he could drop it. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate it. Y'all, please go over there. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it doesn't matter. Ladies, ladies love to fish. Go over there and check Fishing Time out and watch him catch some of those humongous fish that he catches. He's a great fisher. Oh, I thought Brilliant was talking about going fishing. She might be. Are you going fishing, Brilliant? Are you going fishing? You can go over there and check out Fishing Time. When I say fishing, yeah, Fishing Time. Check him out. Please check him out. And that's what I was saying. Like, it doesn't matter what content that that you really, really like, or it doesn't matter what your niche is. Go and check out good, positive content creators. And he's a good, positive content creator. Support, support, support. They need support. Most of the times, the support, the people who are dramatic get support. The people who are doing wild and crazy things get support. Now, that being said, of course, interesting channels get support too. And Fishing Time is very interesting. He's very interesting. You can go over there. I haven't seen him teach anybody, like I have a teaching type live, but you can ask him a question. I'm sure he can help you. I'm sure he can help you. Ask him a question, and I'm sure he can help you. But I have to get over there to you, because I haven't, you know what? There are some channels, y'all. Do you ever go through your subscription list and wonder, like, how did I get subscribed to this channel? Now, there are some times when you subscribe to someone and the next thing you know, you've been unsubscribed. Like, you don't do it. And I guess it's because maybe you don't go enough to their channel. But there have been times where I see channels and I'm like, I don't remember subscribing to this channel. Like, when did I subscribe to this channel? So there have been times like that. And I'm like, I have to unsubscribe. And from channels I just completely don't remember subscribing to. Or maybe they're dormant, they're not doing anything. Because I feel like that kind of crowds your feed. I also feel like that crowds your feed and you don't get the notifications from people you would like to get notifications from sometimes. Fishing Time says, yeah, there are so many. Sonia says, I didn't know someone in here was called Fishing Time. That is why I brought the conversation up about, never been fishing. Yes, Fishing Time. Fishing Time is here. He's in here. I subscribed to Fishing Time a long time ago. We connected in another chat, and I just always enjoyed his content. He get up early in the mornings and go fishing. He show us the fish that he's caught. And it's like, I would like to fish. I thought it was so boring when I was younger. I thought it was so boring. I was like, you're just sitting here. I guess because now, I won't say all young people think that way, because I know a lot of young people who enjoy fishing. But for me, I just thought, I didn't give it a real chance when I was younger, because I thought it was boring. I thought it was so boring just sitting there waiting. But when I tell you, I wish I had done it when I was younger, because I would have probably developed more patience, been more relaxed. Because it is, when people say that fishing is relaxing, that's the truth. That's 110% truth. It is. Vegan says, I subscribe to every channel you recommended. I have 2K channels, but have lost 20 subs. I'm confused. I guess it's because, no matter how many you subscribe to, then, I guess it's no matter how many you subscribe to. Sometimes you just lose subs because they aren't subscribing to who you're subscribing to. You're subscribing to who you like, but sometimes the subs are unsubscribing because sometimes YT sees that there's no interaction. But then sometimes people just unsubscribe if they feel like you're not producing content, or if they feel like they just don't come to your channel enough. Like, they don't have anything against your channel, but I have heard people say that they unsubscribe if they don't go to a person's channel. So sometimes YouTube will do it for them or for you. And sometimes people just do it. They're going to come and go. They're going to come and go. You have sometimes huge platforms that say that. Who is that? Jill says, I don't enjoy fishing, but I don't mind watching. So Jill, okay, so if you're out on the lake and someone's fishing, like, you don't enjoy it, but so you just don't enjoy the fishing itself. But as far as just kind of watching, because my thinking probably back then would have been, it's boring. So if I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to watch. But I can totally understand what you're saying when you say you don't enjoy fishing, but you don't mind watching. Because even when you're watching, you're getting a chance to relax. When you're watching, you're getting a chance to relax. So I can totally get what you're saying when you say that. Sonya says, let me sub to the people in here that I haven't subbed to. Yes, please do. Please do. Please do. Please do. And I got to give, y'all, little Preston came in and said he had 15 subs. I was so tickled because I thought he had like 11 or so yesterday. He said he had 13. So hopefully he got 2 more because he was shared out. I don't know, but I hope so. Jill says, I don't go to growth channels because of that reason. Right, Jill. It's like you can have however many, but it still really doesn't mean that they're gonna, stay. You can see the numbers go up, they can go down. And so a lot of times people say, well, why even do it? Because it's YouTube, it's UTV. UTV, you just do you, whether people are gonna come or not. Oftentimes I'm talking in the chat and it's just me. It's just me. Sometimes people will see it on the replay and they'll leave a comment. Sometimes they won't leave a comment. It'll show you how many views you got. So at least you'll know somebody saw you. So whatever you said in that live, maybe you said something that somebody needed to hear. Jill says she'll watch. Fishing Time says, thanks, Sonya. Sonya says it seems boring. Sonya, what's your channel? It's just Sonya. It's her name. Jill says, and please sub back mindset. Yeah, when I'm watching. Yes. I think, did Jill just do it? Yeah, Jill just did it, Sonya. Thank you, Jill. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, we want to make good, positive connections. It doesn't matter if you like what the person does or if you're into it. If they're putting out good, positive content, try to help them grow. Or at least, try to support them. If you're not thinking of it as them growing, try to support them. Sonya, you have to set up your page. You should have had your community wall. Yes, Jill, there are some people, and this is surprising to me. I know at one point, everybody, not everybody, but people with like maybe 30, 40 subs, because they lowered the requirements. They were getting community walls. Then lately, I've seen people with no subs at all with community walls. And they don't even, one person didn't even have any content. So what I was wondering is if maybe that's their, like, that channel is their main channel and they have another brand channel somewhere, another brand channel, and that channel they're active. Maybe that's how that is. But I saw someone who I know and they were like, I don't have any subs and I have a community wall. And I went and looked and he was right. He doesn't have any subs and he has a community wall. And Sonya has a lot of subscribers. Jill says, if you need help, she's there, Sonya. Fisher Time says, Sonya, you do not have any content. See, that's why when Sonya says she's on IG and Facebook, I guess that's what so Sonya, do you just come to YT just to kind of interact with people? And then your IG and your Facebook is where you do your content? Because she doesn't. She doesn't have a lot of content. But, like Green Vegan says, she be in these YouTube streets. And everybody likes Sonya because Sonya is diplomatic. Okay? She's diplomatic. If she has a mod stick, she comes in and she mods. If she doesn't, she comes in and she's polite and she speaks to everybody. And that's really just the best way to be. That's really the best way to be. That's the best way to be. That is the best way to be. Just to be completely diplomatic. As diplomatic as possible. Be like Switzerland. See, yeah, she comes to YouTube to support subscribers. Okay. To support your content creators, I think is what she means. Jill says she doesn't make content, but she supports a lot of people. Right. She does. She does. She does support a lot of people. She does. She truly, truly does support a lot of people. What is Sonya on IG? Who was that? Oh, that was brilliant. Sonya, what are you on IG? Thank you, Fishing Time. Thank you, bro. So he hit the subscribe button on that on your channel, Sonya. And I keep telling her Fishing Time, whenever she decides she has the subscribers, she'll have an audience because so many people know Sonya and they know how well she supports. Sonya Jones 118. Vegan, do you see it? Sonya Jones 118. That's her IG. Yes. So Sonya has a good following. She has a lot of subscribers. And again, people will, they will support Sonya because she supports a lot of people. She mods for quite a few people too. Uh-oh, school buses. Somebody must have went on a field trip today. Somebody must have gone on a field trip because the school bus is out. The school bus is out dropping people off. So somebody went on a field trip. I'm gonna stand here like the parents when they send the kids off to school. Wave at the school bus. Y'all stand there and wave at the school bus like the parents do. Green Vegan, don't put names in the hold on. Yeah. It is late for school. Right, bro. It's late for school. So I think they must have been on a field trip. Yes, guys, please don't put any type of identifying information in the chat other than what the person puts in. Okay. That sounded like a whole name. It could pass for a whole name. I just want to make sure we don't want to put people out. Okay, I appreciate you not putting the whole name in. It looked like a whole one. But I think you can just check it out, and if it's not, you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell. Bree was talking about those airline jobs. I didn't even know that. It looks like usually, well, I guess not. I was about to say I would think that they would advertise that. But there are certain jobs that don't advertise that way. They don't advertise the traditional way. They don't advertise the traditional way because they don't hire in the traditional way. And sometimes they do advertise in the traditional way, but sometimes it's kind of inconspicuous, like you don't know. There are a lot of good jobs that sometimes people tend to think they are like scam jobs, or, you remember back in the day when you would look in the newspaper and people would advertise these paragraph jobs and they would end up being scams. They would end up being total scams. or they would end up being like salesman type jobs. And you know, salesman, to be a salesman, that's a good job if you have the talent for that. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, to sell things, you have to have a talent for sales. Watch out for those kids they be having. Pow pow. What kids? Oh, no, it didn't. It was, yeah, they were little. Yeah, they were little, and on the school bus at that time of night, they're probably not into that. The kids like that definitely probably aren't into a field trip where they're getting home on the school bus at this time of night. Okay, so that was right, and Sonya just confirmed you. A vegan, that was right. Sonya just confirmed you. See, make connections, make connections, make connections. Support each other and make connections, whether it's here or wherever else you guys are okay with it, choosing to do it. Make connections. Follow each other, support each other. Wherever you produce content or wherever you are on social media, and you don't mind the, other people coming from other social media platforms, make connections. It's so nice. It's so nice. I think it's about to rain. I really do think it's about to rain, which will be so good. It'll be so good because I really enjoy the sounds of rain. Can't get to the beach right now, my favorite sound, so have to enjoy the sounds of rain. I'm being nosy now. Well, I was about to be nosy. I was about to be nosy, but we gotta wait for this traffic right here. Y'all, don't you hate it when people tailgate? Like they tailgate. You can't, the car in front of them can't go any faster than what when you tailgate, it doesn't make people go faster. When you tailgate, like FYI, when you tailgate, it typically pisses the person off and they go slower. So why even do it? Don't tailgate. Word of the day. Don't, no, phrase for the day. Don't tailgate. When you tailgate, it typically pisses people off. It makes them madder and they go slower. Green Vegan says, I love health and wellness. Health is wealth. Yes. Yes, health is wealth. Good health is worth far, far more than any amount of money. Health is wealth. You got to have health. When you're talking about financial wealth, you have to have health to accumulate the wealth. So from a life's standpoint, health is wealth. Health is wealth. And it is what it is. You gotta, good health. If you have good health, you have wealth. You may not have the financial wealth that you want. Don't think of it in financial terms. Anyone coming across this live, don't think of it in financial terms. So when you hear people say health is wealth, that is the truth. It's the absolute truth. And I know to keep your health in check, you have to have money because these insurance companies, I tell you, even with insurance, sometimes, people, they complain. They complain about how much they have to pay and how much the insurance doesn't pay. And when they're insuring millions and millions of people, getting in millions and millions of dollars, but they only want to pay this or pay that or have a stipulation on this and a stipulation on that, it's something else. It's something else. So yes, we do. When we think of health, we think of wealth, not just financial wealth, mental wealth, physical wealth, all types of wealth, emotional wealth. Emotional wealth. That Green Vegan says, thanks, Sonya. Thanks. Thank both of you guys. Thank you for making the connection. I appreciate that. Because that's what I want. That's the goal. Like when you come over here in this live, you may feel bored or you may feel whatever. I don't care because I'm not trying to do all the other dramatics and schematics and all that stuff. You may feel, but what I want you to do is get a word of encouragement. I want you to encourage me. I want you to encourage each other. Be there for each other as much as you can on an app. And sometimes, sometimes these apps do create friendships. They create bonds. They do. And honestly, to me, that's what they were meant to do. That is what they were meant to do. A lot of times people say, I don't come to the job to make friends, or, you can't really make real friends on social media. With the way people act, it's hard. It truly is hard to make true, genuine friends. But there are nuggets out here. There are diamonds, and you can connect and create genuine friendships. Vegan says she has a family member that's a millionaire, but is too sick to enjoy it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's sad. That's sad. Whatever it is, we pray for them as well. Because, sometimes people feel like when people have a lot of money, they can just buy the solution to things. Sometimes money does help people in certain situations, but some situations money doesn't. The only thing that helps is prayer. Prayer and praying that the God sends you to the correct people to help you. And that can happen even if you don't have money. Prayer, put prayer into action. You have to put prayer into action. That is sad. That's so sad. Mm, 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 mm. But people, you have to wait on God, because though they may think they know what will be, will be, but only He knows 100% what it will be. And again, like I said, when it comes to your health and taking care of yourselves, go and check things out. Go and pray about it. Prayerfully, He will send you to the right people, or He will send you to the people who will send you to the right people, And never put your mouths on people. That's a saying that I always, y'all know I always tell y'all some of the sayings that my parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, even my great-great-grandparents. I think my great-great-grandmother was like 96 when I was 15. Don't put your mouths on people. The tongue is like a sword. It's like a sword. And I know people will say, well, if you think of that kind of stuff, you believe in witchcraft, or you believe. No. Or if you think of that kind of stuff, maybe you believe in hoodoo or whatever. We're not talking about what someone believes in. We're talking about just good old common sense, common knowledge. Think about it. Sometimes when people are depressed, something has gotten them to that state or that stage. A circumstance or circumstances, or just, things, they just maybe feel like things in life should have been better in their past and could have been better, and it just wasn't, and they just aren't where they want to be. They're just not satisfied with themselves. Things have happened to them, so they're in a depressed state. So you get a person like that, you encounter that person, which we never know what people have gone through. And you talk to them. When you talk to them, you don't want to, and they've been through a lot, and whether you know or not, because you just never know. But especially for those that you probably even contributed to some of it. Like we contribute to each other's heartaches. In families, we do contribute to each other's heartaches. You have to own it and take accountability. You've said some things that you shouldn't have said. People have said things to you that they shouldn't have said. But you never know who's on that line. Everybody's on the line. Some people, the line is a little bit broader. Some people, they're walking a tightrope between sanity and insanity, depression and not being depressed. So You don't want your tongue to be the one that pushes them over on the not so good side, to the wrong side. So you have to be mindful of the way you speak on yourself as well and on other people. Because what will be. But the more you talk down, the more depressed and more down that person or you will be. That affects your whole genome. That affects your whole system, your ecosystem. Think of your body as an ecosystem, your own personal ecosystem. So some of the things that you say to people, you can affect their ecosystem. And stop expecting people to be as strong as you are. I often hear this excuse, well, I wouldn't do this. I would, that. That is what you would or wouldn't do. People are always talking about, well, when they're talking about a situation that involves someone else. So just because you don't see something a certain way, or you don't perceive it a certain way, or you wouldn't respond a certain way, you can't expect that other people wouldn't. Now, I've said that before. We've all said that, what I wouldn't do. But as we mature, as we age, we should understand that everybody's not going to react the same to what would be a same situation. If crossing the street, I might go straight across. Someone else may go diagonally. Someone else may zigzag. But they all made it across the street. Right, that green vegan, they can lift you up and they can tear you down. And a lot of times people have just been torn down and you never know. So you never know who, you never know for how long. So just at some point in our lives, we should mature to a stage where even if we encounter someone who's been torn down all their lives or most of their lives and they're 30 years old, you may not know that, but you should make it a point that you're not going to do it because you're just not going to do it anyway. Like my kids would say, if you know it's wrong or if you think it would be wrong, then just don't do it. That's just like when people say, I would say something, but I'm not going to say it. And then they turn around 2 seconds later and say it. It's like that urge just to say it overpowers the fact that they know they shouldn't say it. And then after the fact, well, I didn't want to say it. Well, yeah, and you said you didn't want to say it, but you did it. But you said it. You said it. So, people, you have to think about the things that you say to people, whether you know them or not, whether you know them or not. Now, of course, you're not going to let people say any and everything to you because once that starts, you remove yourself from that situation. But as a person, owning your own, anybody on this app who's, I'd say, over the age of 25, because, we do crazy things into our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. We all do crazy things. We're works in progress, and we're constantly learning. But at some stage, each decade, we should be to a point of maturity. Will we still slip up? Yes. We'll still say crazy things? Yes. But there is power in the tongue. And a lot of times people will say, well, if she said that about me, I rebuke that. I send that back. Yes, rebuke it. Rebuke it. I don't even necessarily know if I send certain things back, because some things people say are so horrible that you just want to rebuke it, because if you're sending it back, then you're just as bad. But I understand the anger in saying that you're sending it back. I understand the anger in saying that you're sending it back. So the best thing to do is to just rebuke it. When people do speak on you, learn to rebuke it and don't accept it. No, I don't accept that. You can take that, put it in the bag and throw it in the garbage somewhere, because I don't accept it. Send it back to sender. Not to say that you're wishing it on the sender, but you're sending it back to them. They can keep it because you don't want it and you don't need it. People, they fail to realize that, yes, there is power in the tongue. And I'm not just talking about when you're arguing. It's just that when you're saying things about people, when you're saying things about people. Because even if they don't know that you say it, some people may say, well, okay, they don't even know that I said that. They don't even know that I said it. Okay, they don't know that you said it, but God knows you said it. And there's power in the tongue. So the person who you said it about, They're protected. They don't even know that you said it. So watch what you say, because it could be the person that have to send it back. A lot of times when you say things about people, you know, people love to say that's their opinion. Okay, well, your opinion could become you. Your opinion could become you. Your opinion of others could become the opinion that others have on you. Sonya says, right. Green Vegan says, I just did a video on this same topic. Energy travels. Send positive vibes. Yes, energy travels. Send positive vibes. And, you know, I see so many people. It's like when they're arguing on social media, it's full throttle. It's full throttle. And I'm like, I can argue enough in my real life. You know, there are people I can argue enough with in my real life. But you're arguing on here to some things that'll never get resolved, or you're getting your blood pressure up. And it doesn't matter that blood pressure doesn't run in your family. When they say genetics, it starts somewhere. Don't let social media be the thing that elevates your blood pressure. Don't let social media be the thing that increases your stress level. It can, and it can, and sometimes it will. But that's when you have to take control. You have to take back control. You have to find a way to take back control. I've seen it stress people out, but then they have to find a way to take back control. And it's sad, but some people honestly have to get the law involved. They honestly have to get the law involved, because people don't know when to not cross certain lines. They know, but they just, that's what they want to do. And to most people, the only thing that matters to them is what they want to do. The only thing that matters to them is what they want to say. Yes, everyone encourages constructive dialogue, and everyone encourages you to say how you feel, especially if you've been treated a certain way or things are going a certain way and it just don't look good to you, they don't look right to you. And it's not what you say. Most of the times it's how you say it. So the tongue is powerful, and it can play, it can place a big burden on someone's mental and emotional state. And it's too many adults not realizing that. And I'm like, what are you teaching the children, your children, or be they small or adults? Because for the most part, y'all, it's the ones who have full-grown kids that you see cutting up. It's the one that have full-grown kids that you see cutting up. And that's why I always say support yourself. Just for content creators. If you're the only one in the chat, guess what? That could be a good thing. That's oftentimes a good thing. If you're the only one in the chat, if you have smaller chats, that's okay. You guys get to connect better. You get to care about what each other feels. If you're just coming through, sometimes people just throw out things, say anything in your chat. But you got Fishing Time. He's nothing like that. You got that Green Vegan, Sonya in here, Jill's Comfort Zone, Cool Gamer. Some people come through here, a Brilliant Blessed Mess. If they say something to you that rubs you the wrong way, I have no doubt that even if they don't feel like it should have rubbed you the wrong way, maybe they can appreciate the fact that we're all different. So I may say something that rubs you the wrong way, and I think it's totally innocent. But you may say, no, I don't like that. And you don't even have to elaborate on it. Because something I said, even though I may feel like it's harmless, because typically it's something where you're kind of making a joke, or you're saying something, being a little facetious, being funny or whatever. But you don't know. That statement may remind them of one of the worst times in their lives. One of the worst times of their life. So just be mindful. Sonya says, Lion's Pride in chat, I have to go. Now, good night to all. Good night, Sonya. Well, look, enjoy your shrimp boil tomorrow, okay? Green Vegan says, good night. Y'all, I've been on here an hour and 30 minutes. Let me go. Let me get off this. But thank you, guys. I thank you. And just remember, encourage yourself. When I'm talking on here, it's not to just encourage other people. It's to encourage myself. Because I keep telling you, I keep saying, we have to uplift each other, but we definitely have to uplift ourselves. And I know it can be hard. It can be hard when you're in a certain state. Mentally, physically, it can be hard. But try your best to do it, because some people only have themselves. You know, some people are kind of solo dolo out here, and the only encouragement is the encouragement they get from themselves when they look in the mirror. They have to uplift themselves. They have to speak positivity into themselves. You know, Fisher Time says you have been on a roll. He says, "Good night, Sonya." Yeah, you know, you have to speak positivity in yourself, because sometimes there's no one else to do it. And then sometimes the person you least expect to do it does it for you. Sometimes someone you don't even know, you happen to come across them in the grocery store when you're on your last $5. They may give you 20 bucks just out of the blue, and they may not give you anything. You may happen to overhear a conversation, and you get uplifted from what you heard in the conversation. You get uplifted from what you heard in the conversation. So, you know, try to try to uplift people, and yes, be selfish and uplift yourself. That's the one of those times where selfishness is a good thing. Uplift yourself. Save some of those kind words for yourself. Okay? Save some of those kind words for yourselves. Because sometimes you is all you got. You know, you is all you got. Understand that there's power in the tongue, there's power in the brain, there's power in those thoughts. So understand that the power that you have in your tongue could affect positively or negatively the power of someone else's brain. You may not think that. You may say we all control our own thoughts, we all control our own brain. Yes, we do. But sometimes you can give someone a tongue lashing when their brain isn't in a good place with their thoughts. You can give someone a good tongue lashing, or you can say something negative about them when their brain is already not in a good place with their thoughts. So I'm done preaching, but y'all know what you get over here. I'm trying to uplift y'all, but I'm trying to uplift myself as well. And we have to do that. A lot of times people will tell you the way they encourage themselves is to encourage others. So that's what I implore you to do. Encourage others. It'll definitely encourage yourself. But sometimes you have to talk to yourself and say, self will answer you. It'll answer you mentally. And if you have to answer out loud, do so. And some of the same things that you've told people, tell that to yourself. Listen, and take heed. And on that note, I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. And you guys know why. Without peace, there's negativity. No, Lord, without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And when you have chaos and negativity, I'm going to tell you, it's not that you will fail to prosper, but you may fail to prosper to your fullest potential. So we all want to prosper to our fullest potential. So remove yourself as much as you can from any chaos and any negativity. Because you will encounter it. You'll encounter it. But just try to remove yourself from it. Y'all have a good night. Each and every one of you have your own pride. Just like I have Lion's Pride, each and every one of you, Green Vegan has a pride. Fishing Time has a pride. Jill has a pride. It's your place. It's your place. Keep it peaceful. Keep it peaceful. We know you're going through some things. That Green Vegan, we know you went through something recently, but you came in here still interacting, still being positive. You know, you may feel down later. Just think of something and encourage yourself. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and just encourage yourself. So, on that note, don't let bothered people bother you. And don't let stressed people stress you out. We've got enough stress. We've got enough stress of our own to deal with. And I'll see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Bye, y'all.